This is Marlene Motivates, your life coach, and welcome to today's live stream. I'm only going to be on here for a little bit. I got really busy. I was supposed to come on at about 8 p.m. and I got busy, when life is lifing. But I did not want to skip today's live stream. I feel like this would be a really good setup for the week that is ahead. And I wanted to talk about finding inner peace. I think it's important for everybody in this life to come to a space in your life where you can be at peace within, be at a space of calm and serenity. And it most definitely takes work. It's not something that's going to happen overnight. It does not come with age. It comes with you being at a space where you're ready to prioritize yourself, prioritize loving yourself, and doing all of the things necessary. And the reason why a lot of times why we cannot find that inner peace, inner calm, that safe space and zone is because we are expecting for other people to fulfill that. You're expecting for a romantic relationship, a friend, money. People look to so many sources for their peace, to feel that they are enough. And um, I have to tell you guys that it's a walk in this life to finally come to the space in your life where you feel peace, you feel serene, you can relax. And the reason why it's so important for us to find inner peace, inner calm, inner serenity, and also that is mixed in with self-love. That has everything to do with how we show up in this life. It affects our mental health. If we're not at peace, every relationship we have will not have peace. So it's important, motivators, that we each have a space where we can feel calm and we feel like we don't have to be anybody other than ourselves. It's equivalent to finding our balance and to be okay with ourselves, be okay with your own company, be okay with other people's judgments or lack of support. Finding peace doesn't mean the outside is going to reflect the inside, our inner self. It means that we are going to be only as happy as we've put in the work to be. And I have to tell you guys that it has been the hardest work of my life, finding a space where I feel calm, I feel at peace, I feel that I don't have to justify or rationalize who I am. But everybody's walk is going to be different. Not everybody is going to automatically get to that space very easily, but it doesn't mean we shouldn't still put in the work. To find that inner peace, I want to talk about 3 things that we can do to find inner peace. And the first thing is actually ask ourselves the question, what makes me happy? What brings me to this space of zen and calm and peace? What brings you to that? What things do you do in your life that makes you feel calm? So asking yourself those questions is important because we will think in our minds. very unhealthy, very toxic things about my peace. I'll have peace when I have enough money, or I'll have peace when I have friends, or I'll have peace when I have a romantic relationship. We feel like we only see ourselves inside of things and people and circumstances. But what if in our lives we don't have those things? What if we never have a good romantic relationship? What if you never have a good friend, or you never get to the space financially that you want to? Does that mean that you will never have peace? That's a very important question that I know I had to learn to ask myself. Was I never going to have peace in my life because of I couldn't check all the boxes off of what I wanted, what I desired in my life? And that's not true. We get out of this life what we put into it. And that is my point number 2. If you want to get to the space of having inner peace, calm, balance, and serenity, you have to put in work into yourself. You got to put in work. And most people don't want to do that. They want for other people to fulfill them. They want for other people to show up for them and support them. And don't get me wrong, everybody. We all want people to show up for us and love us and support us. But let's be honest, many people are not balanced. They do not care about us. Many people that we have in our lives right now, in these very moments, are only in our lives to use us, manipulate us, control us, judge us, and bring pain in our life because of one reason or the other, because of immaturity, being selfish, disrespectful, evil, whatever is that those people's motives or wherever they're vibrating in their life. And we cannot make other people be the ones to make the choices for us. We have to learn to make choices to choose ourselves. And I have to tell all of my motivators family that that's one of the best choices that you can ever do in your entire life, is learn to choose yourself. Learn to show up for you. And it means doing a lot of that inner work. How is my mental health? Is there anything that I have that's unresolved? And going about doing the work. Hey, Keisha, how are you doing? It's going about doing the work. And that's the hard part. When we have some unresolved issues or some trauma, or someone backstabbed us, didn't show up for us, those things, they hurt us. But do you push that to the back, or do you face it? What did they do? But also we have to have that part about us too, to be accountable for what we allowed. And what does that have to do with our peace? Oftentimes we cannot have peace in our life because we don't say no. Peace stays with us when we know what we want and we don't settle for less than we deserve. So many people are never going to give us what we deserve. And that is the reason why when you see that people are a user, a taker, a manipulator, a gaslighter, those are the people that you have to, and it's not optional, you have to cut those people off. And if you don't cut them off, you will never have peace in your life. Yes, Keisha, I'm getting ready to do the same thing. I'm only going to be on here for like 3 more minutes. We are the ones that have to make that choice. You have to make a choice to choose yourself. That's point number 2. And this is going to be a very important third and last point, everybody, about finding your way to inner peace, is forgiveness. Now, Forgiveness is not just for other people. Forgiveness is for you. And I know what you will probably say. Oh, Marlene, you don't know how hard forgiveness is. Oh, I do. I know how hard forgiveness is. But when you allow people to keeping that anger inside, keeping that, holding a grudge against somebody, those type of situations, it holds power over you. And if you want to keep your power, if you want to have peace in your life, you have to forgive them. Not because what they did was right, but we can't have peace in our life. We can't have good health. We can't be able to fulfill the things that is meant to be for us because we're distracted by the anger. You become completely obsessed. It takes over your whole life when you do not forgive other people. But also, we have to learn how to forgive ourselves. Forgiveness of yourself is essential to finding peace, because we may forgive other people, but do you also forgive yourself? We a lot of times will hold things about ourselves. We'll be so tough on ourselves, not understanding that we're human. The same kindness and the same compassion that you have for other people and forgive, you also need to make that application to yourself. Keisha says, showing up for myself has been disruptive lately, but the fallout is for the best. Yes, don't worry about what other people think, what other people like. To get to your space of inner peace, you have to choose yourself. And if you don't, it's going to affect you mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. It's too big of a cost. We're too valuable and important to let other people take advantage of us, for us to not be in a space of calm and peace and being okay with ourselves, having that self-acceptance. It's too big of a price to pay. Nothing is worth us not having peace in our life. For me, cutting off people, setting boundaries, loving myself, all of that is so important. And because I love myself fiercely, just like I know that you do too, Motivators family, I know that we're going to put in the work. We're going to show up for ourselves. We're going to have those conversations with ourselves. I deserve better. It's time to cut off this person. Whatever the cost is. Maybe they won't come around, but that's all for the good. It's all for our benefit. You got to choose yourself. You can't keep giving to people who don't give to you. You can't keep showing up for people who don't show up for you. You can't keep loving people who don't even know what love really is. Yeah. Yes. Peace is very pricey. It's a very big cost. And I said for so many years, Keisha, and everybody in the chat, for so many years, I sacrificed. I sacrificed my hopes and my dreams, my physical health, my financial health. I sacrificed so many things in order to be there for people. And at the end of it, they weren't there for me. Hey, Joe, how are you doing? Happy Sunday. We have to learn to stop giving, supporting, helping, being, bending over backwards for people who wouldn't even lift their pinky finger for you. And we know those people. Let's not lie to ourselves. If we want to be in a space of peace, it means that we have to be honest with ourselves. You know how you feel. You know they stress you out. You know the ones that don't care. You know the relationships, it's just not working. Will you love yourself enough to choose peace? Will you love yourself enough to make good decisions for you? See, only you can make it happen. I can give you these pointers, these tips, these tools as your life coach, but at the end of the day, it's up to you to make application in your life. And it's going to look different for every single adult. We have different situations, personalities, all of it. But the information is valid for everybody. We can all find our way to peace. And the most important thing is finding your way there, but also maintaining it. When someone tries to upset you, someone doesn't respect your boundaries, what are you going to do? That's the important part. Yes, Joe, we have to be there for ourselves. And if we're not, nobody is gonna do the work for us. And that's why this is a very important lesson that I wanted to bring to all of my motivators family very quickly before we start our new week. I want for this to be something we think about going into this new week. How can I find my way to inner peace? How do I show up for myself? How do I set boundaries? Okay? How do you set boundaries? How do you show up for yourself and keep doing the work? Remember how valuable and important that you are. Each and every one of you, you are loved, valued, and worthy. And if people in your life do not love, value, and show up for you, and so you should support and respect, cut them off. Your peace is too precious. You are too precious. Your mental health is too precious. Your financial health is too precious. Okay? Everything about your life, if it's important to you, it should be important to other people. And if it's not important to them, free yourself. Cut ties. Stop going around them. Stop supporting. To find your way to peace, first you must find out what peace looks like for you and take care of you. Hey, James, how are you doing? And find your way there, okay? I just want to come on really quickly and give you guys a nice thought for the week going ahead. And I want you guys to think about this until I reconvene on Wednesday. We're going to do a live stream Wednesday night, probably late night about this time, maybe 10:30, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about the next step in our road to inner peace, because it's very important for us to be our best. We have to be at peace. Sending you guys all the positivity. Hey, Sirius, I'm just about to get off of here. I hope you're doing well. And I want to tell you guys, have a great week ahead. Show up for yourself and do the work. Set those boundaries. Respect yourself. Love yourself. Inner peace belongs to you, but it starts by the choices that you make and how you enforce those boundaries. Okay? Know you're enough, every single one of you. I will see you guys back on Wednesday. Have a great week ahead, guys. And I'm going to tap in on Wednesday night. Have a great day, guys. Thanks so much for supporting. And anybody on the replay, please leave me a comment below.